Hey, folks, and welcome to UW-Stout's esports broadcast today of the UW-Stout JV Rocket League match today versus University of Wisconsin Superior. The Yellow Jackets up against the Blue Devils. Both teams right now 1-2, looking to go even in this week 4 here in the season. I am Ty Guy, and I'm joined by Axtro here today. Axtro, why don't you tell us a little about these rosters?
So we have the Stout Blue Devils JV team. So we're going to be looking at Trey, Yells, and Prodways. Now, over on the side of Wisconsin Superior, we're going to be seeing Aiden, Huhi, and Halsty. Both teams, as Ty Guy said, coming in 1-2. Very similar strengths of schedules from what we've been seeing. So we're expecting a back-and-forth match here. We're going to see what they have in store for us today.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be excited to see what match happens here today. I believe both teams have both beaten the same team, funnily enough.
Yes, I believe that is Carthage's club team. So coming off similar wins here, like I said, similar strengths of schedules. Should be a close matchup that we are looking forward to today.
Yeah, close matchup. Also, both teams lost to Eau Claire varsity. I will note the Yellow Jackets lost in worse fashion. 3-0 compared to our 3-2 that the JV team took against Eau Claire, as hopefully we'll be jumping into the action fairly soon. As both teams, I believe, are close to being in the lobby.
We are just about getting ready to get in here. Should be a good matchup that we are expecting here from Superior and Stout. Like we said, week 4 of this WEC conference action. So both these teams trying to get on top here. Both 1-2, looking to advance up.
Yeah, both teams looking to advance up here. Obviously, early matches in the season, but it's a week 4 already, which is crazy to think about. That's already week 4. And also, folks, another fun fact, this is the first stream, well, one of the first streams, after the grand opening of UW-Stout's Esports Arena, where we're sitting here in the caster room. Look out there. You can actually see the players out there. On the left side, we do have our JV team. I believe it's Yells, Prodways, and Trey going right to left there on the left side, and you can also see members of the varsity team on the right of the esports arena as well. They have, I believe their match was canceled and rescheduled for tomorrow, so check in on LeagueOS to get the update on that one. But ultimately, it's down to those guys on the left here, UW-Stout JV. Coming off the backs of a, I think it was a loss.
It was a 1-3 loss to Lakeland last time out.
Yeah, to Lakeland. Tough loss there. They'll be looking to go even here. Go 2-2. Update also well on the varsity team. I believe they are 0-2.
They are 0-2, yeah. So funnily enough, the JV team is ahead of the varsity team right now in the standings. They have played one more match, but this JV team, they're not anything to be messed around with. You know, like none of the teams in this conference are exactly just going to roll over for you, and that's the beautiful part about Wisconsin athletics and esports in general. The WEC or the WEC in this case is not just a easy game conference. There's no easy games, so every single game that you're going to see in this conference in the WEC, they should all be competitive teams. So it should be good matchups all the way across the board.
Yeah, they definitely should be good matchups across the board. Of course, JV brought Eau Claire varsity all the way to 5 maps, 3-2. So hopefully they can bring some of that fight here today against the Yellow Jackets, who I'm sure are looking to also go even here as well on today's match. But you saw out there a bit of a sneak peek of the facility, which has been being used by the varsity program. Of course, varsity esports here at Stout is a varsity program. Of course, we do have varsity team and JV team. It's been great to see the players get to use this facility filled with 34 computers, including some with 5070s inside of them and high refresh rate monitors. State-of-the-art facility here, of course. Thank you to the foundation for making such a kind $1 million donation. You can check out the article on Stout's athletics website as well for more details. But yeah, on the main stage today, Rocket League. Hopefully they can pull out the win. It's been kind of rough start to the year for both of the teams. Both of them went down early in both matches. Of course, varsity down nothing 0-2. Be interesting to see how these players can do. I also do know, I think it's Yells, is not sick this time. I think he was sick the last time we had him in. So hopefully no cold debuff coming in for Yells this time.
That would be ideal. And I know that the varsity team just got off of a pretty solid run in the CRL Open Qualifiers where they placed top 8 inside of their pool. So overall, they put them about top 64. They ended up losing their first match to the eventual pool champions and now currently sitting, I believe, 3rd in CRL. That is Baylor University, which is essentially a pro team.
Yeah, let's be real. Yeah. Baylor they're very good.
I believe that is, off the top of my head, that might be. I know that Hoxer's on that team, and that's probably enough to make CRL by itself. So.
Yeah, no, welcome to collegiate esports, folks. There, especially collegiate Rocket League.
Collegiate Rocket League. I mean, wasn't it Garrett G? Who's going CRL now?
Yeah, some crap like that, right?
Between these two, is very close in the standings, as we mentioned. They're both 1 and 2. Stout currently 23rd in the standings, and Superior is going to be 25th in the standings, tied for 25th with Blue Gold JV and GREC Redhawks. So Stout barely has the advantage here. They have a 6-7 game record versus Superior's 4-6, so that just gives them a slight edge in the standings here. But this is really what's going to decide these rankings between these two teams and probably set the tone for the next couple weeks to come, as these JV teams now are battling out for kind of this mid-table position.
Yeah, that'll be wonderful. As we're about to join mid-match here, Axtro, take it away.
All right, and that one's going to be popped up. So it looks like Superior is going to be up 2-1 here with 3 minutes left to play. And Trey is going to try and put that over middle. He could find net early here. No, it's going to be saved, this ball. It's going to be taken by Halsey. It's going to be popped over middle. Is somebody back for Stout? Yes, Trey's back. Halsey going to put the shot on. Off backboard. Maybe a double coming, and that double's going to be on. So Gojo is going to find the net there, and that's going to put UW Superior up 3-1 here.
Yeah, Gojo with a nasty little score there. They got all the way to the side of UW's backline, and we've seen both of the UW teams here kind of struggling when it comes to that defensive side of things. We've seen the varsity kind of struggle as well around the defense, but early aggression from Stout nets one in as Prodways bounces one straight into goal to send this one 2-3.
That's just a classic passing play right there. It gets broken up there, looks like, by Halsey, but that's going to be a favorable 50, and Prodways just manages to slot it in perfectly, upper 90, and now Stout's back in striking distance, only down 1 here with under 3 minutes.
Yeah, striking distance already, but it's the Yellow Jackets keep bringing it to the side of Stout. Some defense there. I think that was from Yells blocking that one off the goal, but nobody home. Almost goes in.
Oh, that's a big whiff there. That was a perfect goal-scoring opportunity. Aiden now going to try and find a touch-off wall. Going to be cleared out. Is anybody back for U.S. Superior? No. And almost a costly rotational mistake there. Those are what's going to kill you, especially at these ranks, are those rotational mistakes. Once you start getting up there in the ranks, you're not going to find too many mechanical errors. It's going to be mostly mental errors that are going to be costing you. As Halsey now maybe looking for a pass over middle to Aiden, but it's going to get broken up. Down to sidewall. It's going to be popped up. Coming off back wall. Maybe a shot on, but it's going to be saved. Prodways now. He's already put one in on stream. Can he find another? Off backboard? No. It's going to be cleared away.
Yeah. Oh, Yell's missing the block there. That's going to go to the side of Stout. Prodways that was something, certainly, but they do have the ball moving over. Trey passing it just down the field to clear it. Now, ooh, yes, sir! Broadways does redeem himself a little bit there and gets the score to tie things up 3-3 here.
And we're going to see Prod is just going to get the perfect touch there, just out of the ideal range for Aiden. Aiden just a little too far back on that ball, tied up 3-3 now. And Stout has definitely looked good on the offense so far. They've been keeping high offensive pressure since we've come on stream. So that's going to be a good save by Trey now. He's going to get it over one. Only one back now for Superior. Prod is going to put a touch up. Is somebody going to go for Stout? It's going to be a miss. Looks like Yells is going to go past. It's going to be coming down. Trey might have a shot on, but it's saved the goal line by Aiden. Coming up now is Prod. Will Prod have something? He's going to try to find a pass the middle. Nobody home. Are they going to find a goal here? Superior is putting the pressure on now.
Yeah, pressure going on, but the pressure disappears just as quickly as UW-Stout now pressuring over to the side of the Yellow Jackets. Prod blocking that one off in a bit of a tussle there with the dribble. But now it's going to be Gojo, and ooh, just blocked off there by Yells. Able to take control with a minute left to go in this half, as a bit of duking it out here on the Stout side. Nobody completely in control, but Trey is going to clear it at least towards mid, as a demolition of Aiden gets taken out. That'll take him out of the fight right there, as now Aiden doing some defensives here, but a missed opportunity possibly there for Stout.
Trey's going to try to bounce it off back wall now. Possibly a shot on from Yells. No third man available for the shot. Halsty gets the redirect, and that is going to be a quick one. An absolute snipe from Halsty, and Superior goes up 4-3 now. See, Aiden gets the touch. Halsty just right off the roof of the car. That one's going to be quick. 81 miles an hour. Just no chance there for the Stout defense. 30 seconds left to play. Can Stout find an answer?
Yeah, kickoff going over to Gojo there. Halsey tries to knock one in from far range, doesn't make it. Yells also with the last second save right there. Trey's going to take it over, but he gets demoed out. Broadway's now with the ball, trying to dribble it forward, but going to be sent right back to him, as Halsey almost had something there. Back in the hands of Trey now. Going to see if he can get a pass off, or at least send it over to the side of the Yellow Jackets. And now with 4 seconds left, they just got to bounce it up, try to send this one to overtime, but I don't think anyone's near that ball. They're going for a goal, I think. No, but they keep the ball alive here, but it's going to get sent down to the ground, and UW Superior is going to take round one in this best of 5, 4-3.
Definitely a very back and forth game there. High offense. You just look at that shot. You look at those shots right there. That is a high caliber game. That is 11-9. And that's something that last time on stream here, I believe that we saw Stout Academy struggling with, is they were getting outshot big. They were getting outshot by 7 to 10 shots a game. You can't win Rocket League games when you're getting outshot by that many shots. So overall, very back and forth game. Should set the tone for what should be a pretty tug-of-war series.
That's a lot of shots.
That is a lot of shots. Realize that there's a lot of shots at the shot.
Yeah, but Stout, yeah, you kind of mentioned that JV struggling to put the ball towards at least the goal. A lot of times they had the comings up of something, but so many times it just stops before it can get to that goal line. Sent back, packing to their own side. Good defense for the side Superior. Also, that fourth point, a bit unfortunate. Just nothing they could do. No one on Stout side. All 3 men pushed up forward. So nobody home on the defense. And that's kind of been a recurring theme, too. Yeah. Many empty nets kind of left open for the side of Stout.
Definitely just there's not much that last man back could have done there. I mean, just a beautifully redirected shot. A very quick shot. It's hard to save that at almost any level, especially with, it looks like probably low boost here, as this kickoff is going to start in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Cleared off sidewall now. Prod doesn't get the touch. Last man back for Stout's up, but that shot's going to be off target, so a little bit of a saving grace there as Halsty going to try to put over middle. A shot out from Superior, blocked by Prod. So now this ball is going to come into Aiden. Aiden is not going to go, but he's going to go again. He's going to get a second. Yells, gets a nice clear. It's up to Trey. Will Trey have something? That's going to be a pass out to middle. Oh, but it's blocked. So a possible passing play there is disrupted by the Yellow Jackets. Now Halsty's going to try and take it over to keep possession, but a big clear coming out of Yells as Gojo tries to get a touch, disrupts the rhythm. Now it's going to be off back wall. Can Yells find a shot? No, it's going to be put off to the side, taken over by Trey, but that's going to be a nice clear coming from Halsey.
Yeah, clear from Halsey going straight to Broadways. Now it's Gojo on the attack. Aiden almost had something there, but blocked off by two members of Stout. Now Halsey looking towards the ball now, back in control of the Yellow Jackets here at the midline. But no, Trey is going to take this one all the way over. Sent back away by Gojo, trying to clear it away out of their side. Now able to do it over two, but that one's off the goal line. Nothing going to really come from that as Halsey has control, but Aiden, oh man, Aiden almost scoring one right there.
That was a great goal line defense there. Just a great reaction to where that shot went. That ball's going to be put over now. Aiden might try to find the redirect, but no, it's going to be over now. In the corner, bouncing out. That's going to bounce out to mid. Yells looks like he has possession. He's going to try to start the air dribble here. He's going to go up, and it's going to be blocked before he can do anything. That's an open net. And it's just over. The second shot on, it's going to become clanging off the backboard. Trey going to try and chase it down. He's beat by Aiden. Aiden blocked by Yells. This ball's just going back and forth, ricocheting off the walls. That one's still going to be up. Yells going to have it. Going to get one touch down to Halsey. Halsey not going to get the touch he wants. Gets bumped out. Open net for Trey, and he's going to slot it. UW-Stout, long break between the action here, but it's going to go up 1-0 with less than 3 minutes.
Wow, that was a real barn fight right there. A bit of a bar brawl right there. Ball kept going back and forth, but ultimately the side of Stout able to take possession of that one. Kickoff here, going to really go to nobody. Aiden first to touch it, though. Going to send it back to their side and their possession. But Yells gets one towards the goal, but no, off the backboard there. Nothing going to come. Trey from downtown flying in, but he won't hit it either. Now into hands of Broadways. Ain't going to get much done there with that one as Yellow Jackets attempt to clear this one now as they dribble it towards the UW-Stout side. Halsey there looking to recover the ball, but no, it's going to be Aiden pushing that one back. He'll be the man in that back line there for the defense.
And I know that you mentioned like a barn fight, and that's a lot of how some of these games at this rank are played, and that's Halsey going to slot that one in off the backboard. So 1-1 game now. You know, barn fight is a kind of accurate way to describing, especially some of these JV games. You see in some of the lower ranks in Rocket League, there's a lot of just boom ball. It's not a lot of people take possession as much as they do sending the ball down from half to half, hoping for a big counterattack. And that's something you see a bit more at those higher levels, like something out of the varsity teams, is they have more controlled plays, more one-on-ones, and just more like sort of designed up passing plays, and a lot more like mechanical one-on-one focus rather than kind of booming the ball down and hoping you get a nice touch off the backboard, as this one's going to go down to Halsey. Halsey not going to be there. He's going to be there now, though. He's looking for the touch over to Aiden in the middle, but now it's going to be Gojo. Gojo puts a shot on. Double commit there, but it's a save by Yells. Some good goal line defense now. It's going to come over. Halsey, no, it's going to be blocked. Into the corner now. A little bit of miscommunication. That's going to cause Halsey to be the first one on that ball. Aiden's going to put the shot up. He's going to get a very light touch, and that's going to go under the third man there. And the Yellow Jackets go up 2-1 now.
Yeah, rough one there. Yells doesn't predict that low bounce there and goes right over it. But yeah, like you mentioned, there's certainly been in this game a lot of just packing the ball to the other side. But a controlled play there for the Yellow Jackets as they'll get possession of the ball here at the kick out. Aiden's going to be dribbling this one over to the side of Stout. Yells in defense. Trey clears it over to the side of the Yellow Jackets. And now on the offense, Halsey blocks one, but Yells might have the follow-up, but no, he'll miss that one as the ball goes packing back to the side of UW-Stout.
That's going to get another big booming clear, kind of like we were just talking about. And that was almost an own goal, but you could hear the crossbar on that one, as that one's going to go now up now. Looks like Aiden is going to get a touch. Nice, big clear. Prod going to try and play it off the wall, blocked by Trey. And a counterattack may be coming here for Stout. Aiden's going to get one touch, but Yells is going to be there. Yells is going to get the touch. Is that going to be in? It's off, and it's in!
Yes, sir. Off the back of a demolition on Aiden there. Ooh, look at that. Boom goes the dynamite, and Goju saw the fireworks in the sky. Got a little distracted there. Unable to defend that one as we're tied up here 2-2 with 40 seconds left to go.
And possibly a kickoff goal, and that's just going to get offset right away. So Gojo gets bumped out of the blast play, comes back in here now with a great cheat kickoff goal here. And that just kills the momentum that Stout has been fighting for the last minute, as they're going to have to look for another answer now with 37 seconds. This kickoff is going to get 50'd out again. This time, Stout's going to win it. It's going to be upside wall. Trey, he's got boost. He's got room to work with. Can he find something else? Off backboard into the corner. That's going to be over Yells. No, Yells gets a touch. He doesn't have another, though. It's going to drop down. Who's going to be there for Stout? It's Trey. Trey, over Trey now. Yells. Yells isn't going to get the touch. Off sidewall now. Can Yells find something? That's going to be coming down, but it's over the net. We have 15 seconds left to play here. Can Stout find an answer? Are they going down 0-2? Prod gets one touch, maybe looking for a pass. He has the pass. Yells is there, but no, it's not there. 5 seconds left. Can Stout get something going? Trey gets the redirect off the back wall, but it's not going to be enough. Ball's still up, but the game is done. 3-2 as Yellow Jackets there of UW Superior barely pull out a close one, and now they're up 2-0. They just need one more to close out this series in a sweep.
Yeah, another one that goes over by just a 1-goal difference there. The kickoff goal, the big difference maker. You got to feel for the players there. You work so hard to get that tied up, right? 2-2, and then 5 seconds later, suddenly it's 3-2, and a ball's in your own damn goal, right? Yeah, tough one there for Stout, but was relatively close, though. So certainly could see them going, but it's going to have to be a reverse sweep here if they want to win today's game.
A reverse sweep, that's a tough one for any level. No matter how many games you're playing, best of 5, best of 7, reverse sweep is always a tough one to pull off because you got to keep that momentum up now for 3 games straight. If that momentum falters even for 1 game, that's it. So that's over. So Stout definitely going to try to look to make a comeback here. Definitely going to try to get themselves back in it. It is devastating to lose by a kickoff goal, but you got to reset mentally, get yourself back in the game, and get ready for this game number 3, because if you don't win this, you're going home early.
You know, for personal play, most of my matches are reverse sweeps. Except I never finish the sweep. We go down 0-2 and then, but yeah, you were kind of talking earlier about these barn fights, and we'll see if we have another one here as it's match point for the Yellow Jackets, up 2-0 here as we kick off the 5 minutes as the ball heads over to the side of Stout, and Trey looking to be aggressive. Yells pushing it over as well as a clear comes out from Halls.
And definitely, I think what we need to see out of Stout Academy is more physical plays, more bumps, more demos. They got both of their goals last game off of bumps and demos. Maybe a shot on early here for the UW Superior Yellow Jackets, and it is. So Gojo manages to find something here. Looks like Yells jumped for the first one, didn't get the right read, had to go up and try to predict the second shot, but it looks like he just went low with it. And now, so the Superior Yellow Jackets, they're up now 1-0, and Stout's going to have to try to climb back for an answer here. That's going to be touch over mid. Can this be the answer they're looking for? No, Trey decides not to go.
Yeah, Trey backing off that one, but he'll commit to that one. But that one goes right off the backboard, is now in the hands. Yells, though, blocks it at the midline. He's going to try sending it back to the back wall here, but Halstead now in possession, trying to dribble it anywhere other than their own goal. Gets a demo on 2, I think, almost there. As Prod now in possession of the ball. Trey pushing it over. He'll go to contest that one, and Halstead clears it right back as Aiden clears it right back.
Very back and forth game. It's like you're watching a game of tennis, just big clear after big clear. It's going from side to side. Nobody's really taking possession and trying to make a dribble out of it. Trey now, if he gets one more, this could be in. Is it over? Oh, and a great save, but is it going to get saved? No, Trey. It's a beautiful shot there. You just see he dribbles it over one, gets the one more touch he needs, and a very good attempt there from, I believe that is Gojo, but he's just not able to get it out. A tough save. Almost gets it out, but now Stout, they have the momentum they're looking for. How are they going to capitalize?
They'll capitalize by losing the kickoff, as Aiden's going to be barreling this one to the goal, as Broadway's predicts it wrong, and it's like a penalty kick in soccer. Oh my, as he misses that one wide, as Yellow Jackets go up 2-1.
And looks like just on the goal line there, I believe that was Prod just was very awkward on the goal line, just didn't know where to be, didn't know where to challenge. I don't think he knew where his teammate was behind him, because I think if he realized that he had that third man back post, he would have gone for that a lot sooner and tried to get a 50. That's an overcommit from Superior. Is that ball going to find the back of the net? No, it's just off to the left. Almost a very costly mistake there for Superior.
Yeah, almost a costly mistake. Nearly tied it up here, but now the ball just sitting in the back of the goal line as Stout sends two forward to try to do something, but ultimately the Yellow Jackets able to clear it out of their goal line and get themselves out of a jam here. So Stout putting the pressure on.
And this is the exact physical gameplay that they had in game number 2 that they need to be replicating. They are forcing mistakes out of Superior when they get those demos. Superior has looked rotationally sound for the most part, but when Stout's been picking up those demos, especially on the third man, Superior has not just been in the right position. Yells is going to pick up 2 demos here, and this physical gameplay is getting taken up to the next level. Something you see out of an old RLCS player, Com would just go constant demos, Yells. I think that's his 5th of the game so far. That's going to be out now to the middle. Oh, maybe a shot on here coming from Superior, but no. Gojo bangs off sidewall. Is he going to have an open shot? No, barely saved away. Stout needs to start turning up the pressure even more.
Yeah, these demos are great and all, but right now, Superior able to keep the ball in the other goal line as they miss the opportunity right there to score. Had it bouncing between the 2 posts, but Stout able to save it with a little bit of luck, but unable to really clear it out of their section just yet. Yells, tries, and does manage to push it away, but Gojo, he scored a lot this game already. He's going to be the one dribbling this ball as now Aiden picks it up, sends it back to the backboard, and almost has one in as they miss another chance on goal.
That was a very, very close play. That's the one downside of sending a lot of physical games here, a lot of physical offense from Stout, is you run the risk of overcommitting, and that's what they did. But thankfully, by some sheer luck, just barely that ball didn't go in. As if they were down 2 now with a minute left to play, this series could be very well over, but they're still in it. They're still alive. A minute left to play. They're only down 1 goal. What can they come up with now? Is Prod's going to bang it off side wall? Is anybody there from Stout? It's an open net. Is anybody there? No. Yells too far back. And possibly a missed opportunity from Stout. They had a wide open net, but the third man was too far back. 45 seconds now. Trey tries to put a shot on. Blocked by Aiden. Coming off sidewall. Double commit from Stout. They are trying to find anything here. It's an open net. Is anybody back for Stout? No. Halstey's going to put it on. And you have to think that is game with 36 seconds left to play.
Yes, it will certainly be a mountain to climb. The stings building up here from the Yellow Jackets as Halstey puts one in. Down 2 with 36 seconds to go. Stout's going to need some miracles if they're going to pull out a win here.
As you see, just the physical gameplay, the bumps, the demos, they have to throw everything out here with facing the potentially series-ending game. That ball's going to be in. This series isn't over just yet. 23 seconds left, and Stout has a dream. What can they find here? As I was just mentioning, the physical gameplay, the drawback is possible overcommits. But we see here now that they might still have a shot. They could still be in this series now.
Yeah, when you're down 2-0, there's really no such thing as an overcommit necessarily, right? So Trey able to get the goal here, but still they need to pull back one more if they want to keep the dream alive right now. 10 seconds to go and a clear from Gojo. 6 seconds now. Stout's going to have to keep this ball airborne somehow. They might have pushed it just a little too far, and Superior 3-2 will take the 3-0 sweep and sweep over the Blue Devils here today.
So very back and forth series like we expected. I mean, all those games were 1-goal games, but just none of them fell Stout's way. And it was just big goals coming at the end of all of these games that ended up hurting Stout. The kickoff goal at the end of game 2 marked a big shift there, and Stout got really desperate with the bumps, really desperate with the demos. That almost cost them a goal there at the middle of game number 3. But in the end, even the bumps and the demos, they weren't enough for Stout as they fall to a sweep, as Superior is going to win that one 3-0.
Yeah, Superior going to go up 3-0 there as Stout now pushed down in the standings. They're going to go 1-3, and Superior is going to even themselves out at 2-2. We want to thank everyone who tuned in to today's stream for UW-Stout's JV Rocket League team. I've been Ty Guy, joined by Axtra, of course. Thank you for casting for this. And, of course, shout out to Blink, our producer. We hope you guys have a nice night. Make sure to tune in to the rest of the streams happening this week.
Can't you hear